once transaction, sir.
You will tell about what? Sorry,
Transaction, sir.
transaction. Okay. What do you want to say?
Explain once transaction, sir.
What is transaction?
Sir, TCL command.
TCL command.
Yes, sir.
What is TCL command? You know what is TCL?
Sir, transaction control language.
No. TCL is tool command language,
Tool command. Okay, sir.
right? TCL is not this thing. TCL is tool command. Okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
what's the types of TCL, sir?
No, so TCL is running commands on the computer screen, okay, or on the command line, okay, just like you have CMD. What is that? DOS commands, okay. So
Okay.
you have TCL commands, okay. So TCL command, you can run it at a command, and you have things like, say, um, uh, like to print, right? The in Python we say print. In TCL we use puts, put string. Puts
Okay,
is
sir.
put string. So
Okay.
put string means put the string on the command, right? Then you have put stdu out, okay. So these are the various commands, okay, but we don't need it for SQL.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
did you see it somewhere?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So where did you see it? Because that is you know out of scope for us. Okay.
Okay, sir. No. Yeah,
Okay.
sir. Done, sir.
Yeah. So like just like we have Python as a language, okay. TCL is another language, okay,
Okay, sir.
and yeah. So put as, okay. Then you have, let's say if you want to say a equal to 5, so we say set a space 3. So if you say set a space 3, is like saying set a equal to 3.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. The new line characters is very similar to what we have in Python /n. So /n holds there also if you want to print new line.
Yes, sir.
So yeah. Yeah. Here we don't give quotation for when you're declaring a variable. Okay, we say
Okay.
set a space 3 means a will be integer. If I say set a hello, a will become hello. Okay, you
Okay,
don't
sir.
put quotation there. And yeah, and when you print, you say puts and the variable name. So yes, so it's mostly like how do you handle. So it's a different thing which is not covered or not part of our scope. Apart from that, anything else? Mhm. No? Okay.
Sir, I have a doubt for lag and lead, sir. Once explain that.
Lag and
Lead.
where did you see that? Where did you see lag and lead?
Mm,
Are you practicing really? Have you
yes.
practiced lag and lead? Okay. Let me share my screen. One second. Huh? Let me share. Rajgopal, can you make me the host? I'm not able to share my screen. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So select star from HR dot employees, right? That was the table, correct? Okay. So what I'll do is I'll take a screenshot of this. Print screen. Okay. And then I'm going to say select first name, comma, last name, comma, salary, comma, lag, salary. Okay. Lag salary over, say, order by salary. Okay. And previous value. Previous value, you can say, I'll say previous value. Okay. So what happened? So see this. TJ Olson, salary is what? 21,000, correct? So there's nothing previous to it. Okay, by default, when you give lag, it will take one value from the past. If you give lag 2, it will take second value, not t minus 1, but t minus 2. Okay, lag means take, if this is tn, then it will be tn minus 1, tn minus 2, tn minus 3, so on. So here, if you say lag salary, okay, and we have not told how many values to go back, it will go one back. Okay, so see, TJ first value is 21,000, 2100. Second value is 2100. So the previous value is 2100. 2200, previous value is 2100. 2400, previous value is 2400. 2500, previous value is 24. So it is going to give you, okay, the previous value. Okay, so that's what lag is for. If you want the previous value from same column, okay, you can create a new column which is based on the previous value. So sometimes, it may be ordered by say month, and you want to see previous month value also in the same row. You can do that. Did you understand? Similarly, lead is future value, next data. So here first value will be blank because first one will not have previous value, correct? In lead, last one will have blank because last one will not have next value. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So that's what lead and lag is. To get the previous value, okay, we use this. Okay. If you do not do, or see, because when you do lead or lag, it has to be for some purpose, right? Because let's say you want to do, here we don't have date, so maybe I'll say order by joining date, right? Let's see, higher date, right? So we'll say higher date. Okay, so now the data will be arranged in higher date. So Lex is probably the oldest guy, second oldest guy. Okay, but value here will be the previous value here, right? If I do not give over order by, then it will be by default one, right? So depending upon which way you want, and you can get the previous value. Yes,
Yes, sir.
that's what your um, you know um, lag and lead is for. And Shivam, like we haven't done database in Python yet, so we will, when we do Python, we will talk about insert, update, and delete. Okay, insert, update, delete is very straightforward. So okay, select is what SQL is all about. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir.
Any question? Meanwhile, what I'll do is let me open the book, and there's some theoretical concept which we will discuss, and then we will end it. Okay, hopefully we should be able to finish off by 6 in half an hour. But let me know if you have any question. Okay. I'm just looking for a book. Yeah, I think it's. Yeah, I think this is 40. Oh, so this is not the completed one. One. So let me delete this. Not completed one. Sorry guys, it's taking some time. Yeah, meanwhile, anything you can ask me. Okay. Anything else you want to ask me? This book is here. If you want to do certification, let me know. Okay, I can guide you how to do Oracle certification. Okay, which you know, which book? I mean, which certification to do, things like that. Yeah. Okay. So okay, let's see from here. Delete. Okay. Feed. Okay. There are some things you please practice. Okay. Then we have the data types, right? We have data types like number, date, character, lob, and clob. Okay. Lob is for, it's called large object. Okay. So large object can be character large object and binary large object, blob and clob. When you have lot of data to store, okay, let's say if you want to store 1 GB file, right? So it is not possible to store such a big data as a character, as a string. So what it does, there's a different way to store. Okay, it will store as a file, and the column will have the reference of that data where the file is stored. Okay, so you cannot perform on blob and clob. It is only used for storage. Okay, you cannot perform like where and those operations, because it will not store as a text. It will store as a file itself. So you can call the file, right, if you want to. So when you are uploading, let's say when you're uploading, let's say to your website, you're uploading your customers photo and some large file, let's say resume maybe. Okay, now such resume can go as a cloud. Okay, so it will store somewhere in the memory, and in the table it will store the location, memory location. Okay, and similarly when you're uploading pictures, it will store in binary format, and it will be there in the binary, in the column with cloud. Okay, but you can't do any operation on that. You can only simply print it. Okay, but you can't perform like picture match or things like that. Okay, then we discuss about constraint. What are constraints?
Sir, the primary key, foreign key,
Yes, primary key, foreign key, not null.
null.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so you have constraints and you have default values. Okay, so if you want
Yes.
to give some default values, you will use default values. Okay, then what else? Yeah. Okay, you can see the create tables. You can practice these create tables. Okay, foreign key, primary key, check constraint. Okay, so in the constraint you can say grade has to be A, B, C, or A or B or C, so some or D, let's say, or E. Okay, so college gives, let's say, 5 grades, A, B, C, D, E. If you try to insert something else, okay, by mistake G or F or Z, it will give you error saying, okay, it has to be, yeah. I mean, see, if you by mistake, if you enter E instead of A, the system will take it. Okay, but if you insert something other than A to E, it will not accept. Okay. So now let's say you have already created the table and now you want to make some changes. You want to change the column data type. Okay. Maybe you had earlier numbers. Now you want to change to character. Okay. So you can do alter table. Okay. Or you want to add a new column. So you have to use alter table command. Alter table, you can change the constraint, you can add a table. See here. So this is to change. Okay. Uh, uh, this one, right? So you are renaming the column EMP to EMP new, right? So if you are changing the, so this is all once the table is already in, right? And you can't drop the table because existing data will be lost, right? So, so to maintain the existing data, and if you want to do something, okay, you have to use alter table. Okay. So alter table, then you're adding a new column called test code. Okay. You're renaming test code to test new. Okay. So you're dropping a column. Okay. So alter. Deleting the content, okay, is different. Okay. And making changes to the existing table is different, right? Okay. So these are the commands you can practice. Okay. You can in your SQLite tree. Yes.
Drop and delete, sir.
Delete is deleting the content. Okay. Drop is you're dropping the table itself. Deleting the table. Okay. The table will not be there. Okay. Delete will only remove the columns. Okay. It will not change the structure of the table.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now we'll talk about some other schemas. Okay. I think we've already spoken about views. What are views? Views are subset of table. Okay. Okay. It is a subset of table. Sometimes, you do not want your employee to have access to all the columns. Okay. So you'll create a table. Okay. And table is created. So see here the logic: create or replace. Okay. So create, if already view is there with same name, it will fail. So you write create or replace. So create, if it is not there, it will create, or if it is there, it will replace. So that's what we say: create or replace. Okay. Force and no force view. Okay. A view or and view name you give, then you give as, then select query. Okay. So you give like a select query only. So whatever data that you are getting from the select, that will be saved as a view and stored. Okay. So it is a you can say subset of table. Okay. So you can decide which rows, which columns to be shown to the customer. Then sequences. So let's say you want to add a serial number. Okay. And now serial number is by default starts with 1 and it goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on. Right? See, if it is roll number, employee ID, okay, it may not go in serial number, right? So there you will not use sequence. Sequence will generate, okay, just like range. What we have range in Python, it generates number, okay. And so here you see the way you say sequence is created independently. Okay. So create sequence name, increment by, okay, if you don't give, increment is by default 1. If you say increment by 2, then it will be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, so on, right? Start with what value? So by default start with 1, but you can define, you can say that start with 5. If I say increment by 2 and start by 5, I'll get 5, 7, 9, 11, so on. And maximum value. Okay. If you don't give, also it's fine. If you give, it will go up to that maximum value. So once you create the syntax, sequence, that sequence name will be used. So when you're creating a table, you can say serial number uses this sequence. Okay. So you don't have to define, okay, or you don't have to give values for that column. Automatically sequence will generate, okay, the values for the column. Next val, current val is used to, so when you are reading from a table, okay, current val is where the cursor is right now. Next val is you moving to the next row from the table. Okay, then you have indexes. What are indexes? So just like we have index in book, right? So when you create index in book and you create on chapter name, what happens? It will create a index, right? Saying chapter 1, page number 10, chapter 2, page number 32, chapter 3, right? So if you want to move to certain page, you can directly move from index. Yeah, tell me.
Like reference, sir.
Right references, yes. So you are creating a, so what happens is to make, let's, accessing faster, because database is all about how fast are you able to get the information from the table, right? Your table might have 10 lakh rows and you need to get one specific value as fast as possible. So indexes are created on the columns which are used mostly. So by default, primary key will create an index. Okay, so if you are, so, so it's mostly about where clause. Okay, so when you say columns used, so where, okay, so if I say take open page where you have about uh, say database topic. Okay, so where database, okay, so you need to open, you need to know the page number, okay, or the memory location where that particular record is, right? So index will only have the index name. Okay, so if it is, if you put employee ID as index, it will have employee ID 1 2 3 4 and the location. So when I say where employee ID equal to 100, it will go to the index on the created on the employee ID. Okay, and that will have only employee ID, so it will quickly be able to figure out, and it is arranged in order. So first, okay, you will go first. So first is value is 1, not 100. 100 is more. You'll go to the last. Okay, value is 1 lakh. Then it goes to middle, then middle, right? So it is able to access faster one because it's a small table, because it does not have so many columns. It will go pick the employee ID 100, look at the memory location, go to the memory location and fetch the data. Okay, so all the data will be in the memory location. It will go and fetch the data from memory location. So index makes accessing content faster. Okay, of course, the editing can be slow. Okay, see, when you have a index in the book, text book, okay, we assume that you won't be writing anything to the book. Now if you are writing, you are making changes, of course page numbers will vary, right? Page numbers will get changed, so you have to recreate indexes. Okay, so we have something called as nightly build jobs. So generally, or most of the website, you'll hear that website is down for maintenance, right? IRCTC website is down for maintenance almost every day, right? So what they do, one part of that maintenance job is to recreate indexes. Okay, and that's what happens. Morning, if you see the website, it will be faster. By the time in the evening comes, it becomes slow because these indexes get corrupt, right? If you, okay, initially your data is on page number 100, let's say book, and let's say you add a page to your book, that 100 will no longer be valid, it will be 101, right? Or let's say you remove 2 pages from between, it becomes 98. So the indexes becomes old, right? And as you keep on adding more pages in and out, it becomes very bad. Okay, so that's why we need to recreate indexes. So okay, all these major applications they'll create indexes on almost everyday basis. Okay, and sometimes they do on weekly basis. The data is less, but data is more. Something like IRCTC, they have to do it almost everyday basis. So index is used to, okay, um, used to make search faster. So as I said, primary key you don't have to create. Primary key will create primary key will create index by itself. Okay, but okay, any other column, if you think that you are going to use it frequently, then we create a specific index for that column. Okay, index synonyms. Okay, so synonyms are it's like we have pet names, right? Okay, so our parent or somebody at in our home will call us by different name, right? And we have a different name for public. Okay, so same thing here. Okay, just the reverse. Okay, here the synonyms are the public names. Okay, now you do not want user to get more information. If I say hr.employees, you can guess that it's an employee table, and if I hack, I can get all the information. So what they will do, they'll create a synonym for the HR employees table, then they'll call it as um, public information or some info or something like that, so that you are not able to guess what the table might contain. And by using synonyms, you can only hack the information that is shown to you. Okay, you can't hack more information. So generally, synonyms are as a public, it's a it's a public name. Okay, so that the user is not able to guess. Okay, it's not a big security feature, but just that people should not be able to guess. Or sometimes, sometimes what happens is your name could be very bad. Okay, so in the name you might say your project name, your company name, ABC hyphen XYZ hyphen, okay, some project code, so the name that company would put to the table could be very different, could not. So if somebody from outside sees it, right, they may not like it, right, or it will be very big. So sometimes you you don't want that ugly name to be reflected to others. Okay, so for the employees table, you could create company name hyphen 2022, the year in which you created the table, hyphen project star hyphen, okay, all everybody, let's say you have created something like that. Okay, now if you put this in the document, that this is the table name where you can find all the information, it will be very difficult for people. So they create a synonym which could look like employees. Okay, so both ways. If you want, basically you want to hide the original name. Okay, and you might hide so that people don't guess why the table is. Sometimes you might give a name so that people can easily guess what the table is. So let's say if I have developed something for you and you want to read through the documentation, I would want you to know the table, right, real table, why the table is used. So that's why we create synonyms. Okay, okay, and
Yes, sir.
yeah, what happened? I can't see my screen. Wait. Yeah. So this is here. Okay. So now this table is about more about join. Okay. So I think I was not able to see, and yeah. So this is more about views actually. Okay. So how to create views, very similar to the code. Select code is exactly like what we have seen. Okay, so when you are reading from a view, as a user you will not know if that is a table or a view. Only who has created it will know that it's a view, it's not a table. But from the user perspective, you will not know it is table or a view. It will look exactly like table, and that's the main purpose of creating a view. Okay, you want to expose little bit of information. Okay, so one table might create 10 different views, and each department will get a different view name. So it can happen that we both are working on same table, in fact, internally, but our view names are different. So we feel as if we are working on different table. So accessing is exactly like accessing a table. Okay, even insert is also exactly like inserting into a table. So while working on views, you will not know whether it is a view or a table. Yes, when you want to create a view, of course, you need to have the admin privilege, and admin, you can look at the views. Okay, so you can actually, if you have admin permission, you can actually look, you can see all the views. Okay, all the synonyms. Okay, all the indexes, all those things will be available, you can see it. Okay, so this is how you can update a view. Okay, so now view are of two types. Okay, one view is active view, which is like, gets auto refreshed. So let's say if I add something in the table, okay, I add something to the table. So this view will also that row will be seen in this table in the view. Some are snapshot view. So if I create it today, if I add something to the table, it won't get active and passive views. So it won't get activate, it won't get added to the view. You will not be able to see. Today, if I create the view, whatever data is today, only that you will see. And something gets added after creating a view, you will not be able to see. Okay. So yeah, all these are there for you to prepare. Then this is for administration. Now you cannot do that. Okay. This how to analyze, how to know, how to know, like, which is performing well, how to gather, DB stats, schema stats. Okay, so these information are good information if you want to improve the performance of your table. Okay, and if you have admin privilege only, you will be able to perform such work. Okay, so with that we finish. Okay, trigger. So we have something called a trigger. Trigger is another schema object. Okay, so trigger. Uh, okay, so um, you know, um, say, I'm just thinking of situation. Let's say you have a database, okay, and where you have employee table, okay, and let's say you are working for a college, okay. So you have a you have one table called members or school members. Okay, so whether you are a student or a teacher, your data is actually stored in a main table, members table. And what you want is you are creating, you are maintaining two more table. Okay, one is called uh, staff and one is called student. So okay, what you want is, like, by default when data is entered, okay, into the system, you want the data to go into the members table, right? But you also want data to be added to members, sorry, staff table and the student table. Automatically that should be refreshed. So what you can do is you can create a trigger. So triggers, okay, have a triggering point or a condition which would force it to trigger, condition which will force it to start. So condition can be if there is a insert, okay, you can create on insert, update or delete. So if you want to add, then you'll say trigger if insert action takes place on the table. So if somebody is trying to insert a new, if somebody enters into a new row, the trigger is fired. Okay, trigger is executed. And in the body, you can say whatever new data is entered, that data should be added to the staff table. If member type equal to S, send this data, insert this data into member table. If the type is C or S, the staff, okay, so say teacher, T, insert into teacher table. If it is S, insert into student table. So you can define, okay, you can define what logic, okay. So here did we, okay, so to create trigger, okay, Scott is the schema name, like HR, we have a schema name HR. So HR dot, okay, table name. Now before, you can define after or before. Okay, so if I'm defining before, so before you insert into the table, this trigger will be called. Or I can say after insert, this trigger will be called. Okay, so you can define before or after. In this case, it says before. Before what? Delete or insert or update. That means any, if insert happens, delete happens, or update happens, the trigger should be fired. Trigger should be fired before actual work. Okay, on scott.emp. So in employee table, if somebody is trying to add a new record, before it gets added to the EMP table, it will be the logic will be performed, whatever logic. Okay, you can say insert into the table, right? You can do that. Okay, so okay, so this is what trigger is. Trigger is to automate some action on a database table based on some condition. Okay, integrity constraint, you have it, foreign key, primary key, those are the constraints. Yeah, and these are all admin tasks. Okay, you cannot do it. I mean, in the sense, if you do not have admin, you will not do it. So only DBAs will have access to these things. Okay, so yes, these are the things that you need to know. But okay, if you have done the select, that's what 90% of your interview will be from select, and 10% will be from the basic of DBMS. Yeah. So with that, we end our SQL. Okay. Of course, if you have any question, you can ask me later as well. But we will not have any more SQL classes.
Okay, sir.
Okay, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Please practice, and yeah, I mean, only way you can learn is by practicing. Correct.
Okay, sir.
Practice, and that's it. Okay, then if the new question, we'll end it here and wish you a happy new year in advance. Okay, so we will not.
Sir.
Thank you. We will not meet tomorrow. We'll meet on Saturday, right? On New Year Day. Okay, or did I say New Year Day? Okay. Yeah, I mean whatever, right? You anyway, most of you do not have class tomorrow, right? So, yeah. Take care. Bye, everyone.
So this is the last class.
Yeah, for SQL, this is last class, Rajgopal. Okay, we will not have any more SQL classes.
Okay, sir.
No Thursday, Friday evening class.
Okay, sir.
Okay, take care, everyone. Bye.